Good evening, everyone. Welcome to day 3 of UMCP aKDPhi Week of Women. I'm Emma, and I'm co-hosting with Kathleen.
Today we're discussing various topics about women's reproductive health, but first let's have our panel introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Kat.
Hello, I'm Michelle.
Hello, I'm Tammy.
Hey, I'm Lynn.
To start off, can some of you guys tell me what reproductive health is?
I guess I can start. So I think reproductive health is just in general any type of health concern or issue that has to do with the reproductive system.
Anyone else?
I feel like it involves family planning and women's health when having a baby too. So yeah.
I also think that keeping yourself healthy is not just your stereotypical take your vitamins, drink water and exercise kind of thing. So problems that may happen with your reproductive organs can cause problems elsewhere, which is why it's important to take note of how your body is doing in places that you don't often think about.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Building off of everything that's been said, I also think it's important to make sure that people know that they have their checkups and what they should be concerned about and what they should be monitoring frequently. So family history could play a role, and just health issues or their health record as well.
So kind of like everybody have said, reproductive health includes all of that, but it actually also involves the physical, mental, and social well-being. This is something that was really interesting when we were doing research, because I did not know that it included social and mental well-being as well.
Yeah, I feel like schools, they teach you the physical part only, and then they mention almost nothing about the social and well-being part.
Okay, so for our questions and answers, we're gonna focus on 4 topics. The first one's birth control, second one's menstrual products, and the third one's reproductive health concerns, and the fourth one is stigmas.
So like Kathleen said, the first topic we'll be talking about is birth control. So our first question about this topic is, how many types of birth control are there? Just one of you guys can guess, or
should we all work together to come to a consensus?
Yes, you can.
And then okay.
So
okay.
we have condoms, IUDs, pills.
I feel like it's a really ridiculous number that we're not going to think of. So
isn't there men's birth control in a way?
Yeah, this is
there's vasectomies.
Yeah, this is technically all of the types that are recognized for both sexes. So.
Oh. Okay, so it's definitely not D.
Yeah.
Would it be B?
Yeah.
Oh, B seems like a good bound. No, but I swear because in my human sexuality class, there's 10 for women already, so I feel like
I think it's A
more.
or C.
Yeah, A or C.
A. Okay, final answer in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, A.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
So just to name a few, there are permanent ones like vasectomy, getting your tubes tied. There's the implant, the IUD, and just a lot. So next question, what is the most popular type of birth control?
I'm feeling A, guys, but also C.
I feel
so I don't know.
All of the above?
Oh, true.
I don't think it's B. I think it's C because it's cheap.
True. I feel like B is popular, but not within our age range, maybe. Maybe people that are older.
Yeah. But wait, is this popular for all age groups or college students?
Pretty much women who are sexually active.
Oh, then yeah.
Maybe D
or C. Oh, D.
Oh.
Final answer.
D.
D.
Sure.
Correct. Wow, you guys are good. Very interesting, but over 18% of women are have their tubes tied as they just choose not to have children or is the safest way for them. But D is the correct answer. The third question is, which non-permanent birth control method is the most long-lasting?
I feel like it's one of the IUDs. I don't know which one.
Yeah,
It's copper.
B.
I feel like it's B. I don't know anything about C though.
Yeah, I don't know anything about C. I'm pretty sure it's copper.
Okay, I think we vote B.
Okay, that is the correct answer. The copper IUD lasts up to 9 years. So it is the longest lasting method. Our fourth question, blank and blank are the most effective methods while blank is the least effective method.
Okay, so I think, I was about to say implant, but all of them are implant. Never mind. I feel like
Maybe not.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, maybe not C and D. So like between A or B.
Yeah, I agree.
Just the IUD.
I think A.
Yeah, I think so. Cause like spermicide kills sperm, right? So like, yeah, I'm leaning towards A too.
C.
All right, I think our final answer is A.
You guys are again correct.
A.
Typically spermicide is only effective coupled with a different type of method, such as condoms or just birth control. But on its own, it's around like 70% effective. And then the last question for this topic is, what is the most common side effect when starting birth control pills?
All of the above.
Spotting for sure. I don't know about B. I know about C, so maybe all of the above.
I think it's all of the above. I get all
Yeah.
those things.
Okay, we vote D.
Great job, guys. It is D. Okay, so the next topic is menstrual products, which Kathleen will be asking you guys the questions.
Okay. So this is just an estimate. How much do periods cost you over a lifetime? Any guesses?
Dude, I would go for C. I always buy those thick pads.
That is true. That's fact.
Anyone else? Okay, I'll just give you the answer.
Okay, so
it's actually B. The total financial cost that a woman needs to pay because of her period over 33 years is a whopping $17,556 at a minimum. Because if you were to experience menopause at 55, you would have to factor in another 10 years worth of costs. Other factors that could alter the total costs include like pregnancy visits, and visits to a doctor for medical conditions such as infections. This cost also doesn't account for inflation. Okay, virgins can't use a menstrual cup, true or false?
B.
False.
Yeah, this is straight false.
Very false.
That is correct. In short, no, using a menstrual cup will not make you lose your virginity. There's a lot of confusion about what it means to be a virgin. There are many cultures around the world where virginity is thought of as like something biologically connected to the hymen, whether it's intact. But the truth is the only way someone becomes non-virginal is through the act of sexual intercourse. So like the Diva cup would not affect the state of someone's virginity. Okay, so how much blood do you lose on your period?
I feel like it's like 1 cup. Like I don't know, it feels like more than a cup, to be honest.
Same, but like I use a menstrual cup, so I like know.
Oh, you like measure it?
It has measurements on it. I don't know why, but it does. And I feel like it's less than we think.
Oh, wow. They said a teaspoon. 2 teaspoons of period blood.
It's actually A.
Oh,
Yeah, right. Isn't that so little?
Yeah.
Like it feels like you're bleeding so much. It feels like you're like bleeding out half of your blood supply.
It's so surprising to just know that it was only a fourth cup. Like you think it's so much more.
Yeah, so most girls lose about a fourth cup of their menstrual fluid during their periods, mostly in the first few days. But it's nothing to worry about because your body makes up for it. How long should you wear your period panties if you do wear them?
Does this mean like the one with the built-in pad? Or like,
Yeah, the ones that you can reuse.
I feel like D because it does depend on like your flow.
I agree.
Yeah, D's right because you need to change them as frequently as you need. They will need to be changed according to your flow and on the suggested capacity of the panties if they're overflow or there's like compression leaks. Okay, how many states in the US currently have a tax on menstrual products?
Why did I think it was gonna be 50, but it's not?
Let me go out of state to buy my period product.
Right. I don't know. I feel like it's probably still a lot, right? Because that's why people complain about it.
Maybe
But
So it's A, 34 states, which is really
Wow.
unfortunate.
That's whack.
Yeah.
time to revolt.
It's like more than half. That's crazy.
They call it the pink tax. Like, why would they give such a terrible thing such a cute name?
Right.
Okay, so our third topic is reproductive health concerns. So here's just kind of random health concerns. Who is at risk for toxic shock syndrome?
Like all of the above.
Yeah, I feel like. Do you guys think it's a D too?
Yeah, it's all the above.
You guys are so good at this.
It is D. So women who use barrier contraceptive devices and people who have undergone NAL surgery and people with post-operative staph follicle wound infections. Yeah. Next question. So most women don't know this is a common cause of infertility.
B?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe because they said most people don't know.
Okay. Anyway, C and D
Consensus.
seem pretty obvious. Like name wise.
Mhm.
Maybe it's B. I don't know what the first one is.
Actually, C. Many women don't know this is a common cause of infertility until they try to conceive. It's related to hormone imbalance, effects of ovulation, and can lead to cysts, irregular periods, and high levels of hormones that can cause excess body or facial hair. Okay, how can women prevent urinary tract infections?
A.
Yeah, I think B makes it worse.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yay.
That's right. Yeah, it is A. So urinate when you feel the need and don't resist the urge to urinate. Women can also take steps to prevent urinary tract infections. Wipe from front to back after using the bathroom to prevent spreading bacteria from the anus or the vagina into the urethra. You also do not use douches or feminine sprays, which can irritate the urethra, and take showers rather than sitting in baths. Wear cotton underwear and avoid tight-fitting garments. Okay, how often do you need to get a pap test?
Every 3 years. Oh, A.
I think A too.
You're right, it is A. If you are ages between 21 and 29, you should get a pap test every 3 years. So no, we're almost 21 here, or have turned 21, it's time to go.
No, I refuse. Just kidding. They seem
Yeah, I
so
just went. That's why
scared.
I knew.
Okay, for our last topic, it is stigma around women's health and sexuality. So the first question is, you have to get a lot of sexual partners to get an STI. True or false?
False.
False.
Yes. It doesn't matter if you only had sex once or like 100 times. STIs can be passed through many ways, such as unprotected sex, vaginal, anal, or even oral sex, or even sexual contact through sharing sex toys. Second question, what is the biggest cause of stigma around women's health?
D.
Yep, all the above.
Agree.
Yeah.
So oftentimes women's health is a taboo subject for many cultures. So young girls are not taught, or like older women don't talk about it often. So they are left kind of uneducated. And a lot of times other people, just such as like men, they don't see women's perspective or experience what they experience. So that comes in for the lack of perception. Third question, which cultural social saying about periods is true?
Definitely A. Just kidding. Yeah, none of the above.
Yes, none of the above. So a lot of cultures again have social norms that lead to people being misinformed, causing myths such as those listed on the last slide. Women who experience menstruation often feel mistreated and like denied basic rights and dignity. A lot of cultures, especially in Africa, they are excluded from everyday physical spaces. Like you can't be in the same room as others when you're on your period. They're forced into solitary confinement, forbidden or forced to take a bath, or even like banned from cooking or touching food. And even like growing up, even in Western cultures, out of like embarrassment or like fear of discrimination, girls often have to have code names for periods, such as like on flow, code red, and anything besides the word period itself, even though it's a normal thing that a lot of women experience. Then it takes an average of blank years for endometriosis to be diagnosed.
I want to say A or C because I feel like a lot of times people are like, oh, that's normal. And then they find out it's not. But what do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree. Either like maybe C.
Yeah, I think C.
All right, so are we finalizing on C?
Yeah.
Okay.
The answer is actually A.
Ah,
So this condition occurs when the tissue starts to grow outside of the uterus on the ovaries. So they lead to painful periods, pelvic pain, and even during sex. And it takes a lot of time for this to receive a diagnosis, because a lot of women just downplay their pain, or research has shown that a lot of times the pain that women face are not taken seriously. Other disorders like PMDD or even fibroids in the uterus can affect women's quality of life, but they also go undiagnosed. The last question for this topic is, infertility affects up to blank percent of reproductive aged couples worldwide.
A.
Then B or A.
or D?
That's all. Could be D.
Final guesses?
Okay, what's that compromise between the numbers we chose?
Halfway, meet halfway.
Yeah, meet halfway.
I think 15.
15.
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go for B.
You guys are correct.
A.
So infertility is quite a taboo subject for a lot of cultures, because women are supposed to grow up and get pregnant. And actually, research has shown that a lot of times infertility is caused by the man, but more than half the time the women are blamed for it. And in many cultures, they face discrimination, stigma, and ostracism because they just can't bear a child. So before we end our discussion, we have some information on the resources available off and on campus.
Okay, so for on campus, they actually have free STI and HIV testing. They also have birth control, STI testing results, and other sexual health concerns. These consultations are free. Health supplies also, they have like free condoms, dental dams, lube, and safer sex kits and abstinence kits. They also have education such as the peer sexual health programs.
As for off-campus resources, there are endless, but here are just some that are listed. So youth-friendly ones are Bedsiders, Center for Young Women's and Men's Health, Planned Parenthood, Love Matters, apps such as Callisto, My Pill, My Sex Doctor. So the app Callisto is actually like an online reporting system for campus sexual violence, which allows students to participate and record details anonymously. There are helplines such as Love is Respect, Get Tested, also Planned Parenthood Chatline, the Trevor Project, and then advocacy, just advocacy for youth and sex, etc. Thank you guys for reacting to our facts. Were there anything that surprised you the most today or that you didn't know about before?
I thought every state had a pink tax, like a tax on feminine products.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm curious about which states don't have taxes.
Mhm. Like if it was in like Virginia, I would definitely drive over there and just like buy everything and then come back to Maryland or something.
It's like kind of crazy because I was like researching this topic when I was buying razors, and men's razors are so much cheaper than women's.
Yeah.
And they come with like many more razor heads, and like women's only come with one. If you're lucky, maybe two. And then
Costco has a big pack though.
yeah, no, I told my dad to get me because I'm here for the value. And have you guys heard of Billy Razors? One of their things is like it's a subscription service, so each time you would just order razor heads, and it's like cheaper because it doesn't have the pink tax with it.
Oh, I keep seeing ads on it for Facebook, but like I haven't actually tried it. So interesting.
I have it. It's really cute. It's really nice.
Is it actually like good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I might look into it. I've never heard of it before.
Right.
There's actually like razors by Amazon, and it came in like a pack of 18 refills for like $24. It was actually pretty good. I've been using it since like school started and I haven't even needed to buy a new pack.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh, and I guess I didn't answer, but like another interesting fact was the average years to get diagnosed with like endo. I think that's crazy.
Mhm.
I think it's crazy, but also it kind of makes sense because some people might downplay their pain and think it like might be a yeast infection or like something smaller rather than like
Mhm.
yeah, the real issue.
We don't have anything to compare it to.
That's true.
Yeah, I wish I knew all these facts or like I was educated about them early on, but I guess
Same.
no.
No offense to high school teachers, but
Yeah.
This is why you have to go see a gynecologist.
me scared.
It
Why?
can
That's-
be scary your first time. I definitely agree.
That's another doctor. I have to go without my mommy too.
The first time I went, I didn't have to do like any tests.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He said,
I did everything.
Oh.
he was like, come back next time and we'll do a test. And I was like, oh, bye.
But the lady that I went to, she was super nice because she's like, "Oh, is this your first time?" And then she like went through all the information and the steps, and then she always gave me like a heads up and everything, which was nice. So don't be scared; you'll be okay.
True. Perhaps I'll schedule mine in the summer or the fall or never.
Do it. Oh
No,
my
one
God.
day, one day.
And
Okay.
also, one more thing, like you can ask someone else to be in the room with you if you don't want to be like alone with your doctor.
it's weird because like I don't want my mom to be there, but I also do. But maybe like in
Tell
the
her to
waiting
stand by your
room.
head or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like maybe the waiting room, but not like in there because that's kind of awkward. But yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
they can stand on the other side of the curtain and then just like talk with you.
Lynn, they asked a lot of sexual questions.
You know, that's why I said the waiting room. Okay, well, is that the end of that?
That's it for today. Thank you everyone for participating in today's video. I hope we all learned something new.
Definitely did. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.